Hi, everybody. Welcome to Magic Universe. This is Message from Universe 30. It is a timeless reading, which means that whenever you feel drawn to watching it, then that's when you're a match to the energy in the reading and there's a message there for you. And it's also a part of the Pick a Message playlist where you can ask the universe, what message do you have for me? And then you allow a number to surface from your mind between 1 and the latest number, which the latest number as of today is 30. So you pick a number between 1 and 30 and you allow that number to show up in your mind, and then you go to the corresponding reading in the playlist and there will be a message that is perfect for you for right now there. Okay, and these are general group readings. If you're wanting something that's more specific to you, you can go to my website for private readings and healings at magicuniverse.co. That's .co. Thank you. So here you go, message from Universe 30. Enjoy. When these cards were coming out, I just kept going, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, because like they're all so good. Oh my goodness. All right, first of all, the message is vibrating at this blue, and it's a sky blue, but what I was seeing was this vision of the sky and then this really bright sun emerging into the sky, which that's why I was saying, oh my God, because look what came out, right? The sun card. And I was like, and then the first card that came out for you guys is the 10 of Cups, which is like the ultimate happiness, right? Complete fulfillment of emotional joy. And that's what I was seeing in this color when I was looking at the color. And I was like, there's a new energy that's coming in, and it's like the breaking dawn kind of energy, the a new fresh energy coming in, and there's a change that's happening for the better, so much better. And it's like the sun is brightening up the sky, and there's so much joy in this sky blue too, that this extra sun energy coming in is like making things even brighter. This could mean there's a person that's coming into your life that has this really bright sun energy. It could mean that your own energy has shifted so that everything is now changing. There's like a huge change coming upon you right now. I'm also seeing that there's something that shifted in you recently that's bringing on this change. Okay, so let's go through the cards. This is so exciting. This is so exciting. So, the first card, the 10 of Cups, I was just saying that it's about emotional fulfillment. It's about that rainbow that comes out after the storm, right? After the rain. And this could pertain to like family love, family agreement, family joy, as seen in the little frog family that's in the card. This could just talk about like the fulfillment of your wishes, fulfillment of dreams, that the things that you've been wishing for coming true. Okay, this has a very long lasting kind of energy to it, so it's not short term. This is like a long term. Whatever has shifted in your life, the change, it's bringing you to a new phase, to a new level of living. That could, one, it could change your lifestyle, it could change your worldview, it could change, it's like a pretty big change that's long lasting. Okay, let me just give you a view of all of the cards that came out so you can see what I'm talking about, why I'm so excited, right? So you can tell just from looking at all these cards at a glance that there's this energy that's beginning to come into your life. And I don't want to make it sound like there's an external thing coming in and therefore changing your life, like I was saying earlier, there's an internal shift that you made yourself that's kind of causing this chain reaction of that's manifesting and creating this outer change that's going to come in. Okay, so it started from within. And there's something about your thinking, maybe something about the way you feel about something. You decided to let something go, like whatever it was that you did, it was good. And now these external changes are starting to happen. Okay. So you have the Sun card. Like you have two of the happiest cards in the tarot. And speaking of long term, like people talk about like the minor arcana and then people talk about like the major arcana. The major arcana is talking about like big life stages, big life changes, right? So you have both of these two really happy cards together. And that's why I was talking about like this is like a long-term thing. This is not like a short, like I had a happy afternoon thing. This is like a very I want to say peaceful, but not peaceful in that it's not exciting, because sometimes when people think peace, it's just kind of like a little bit calm. It's a long-term kind of joy, like a feeling of contentment in your life, but it's more than contentment. It's like this huge shift that's happening that's making like your projection of your future like way brighter. Okay. I'm seeing a lot of friendship in this card. I'm seeing a lot of like finding your people. Patty and Jimmy, they're not related. They're not twins. They're friends, and the two characters in this card, and you see how similar they are, but then yet they're different, right? There's a boy and a girl, and it's like finding your tribe, finding your people, and being able to like if you have like long-term projected goals of say working with a company or working with someone partners, working with people with your same vision, right, moving forward. I'm seeing a lot of that in this energy here, and things going well for you. So say if you start an enterprise with people that have your same vision in mind, right? So your same mission, that like the sunflowers in the background, I feel like there's like a lot of a lot of serendipity, right? Moving forward with your goals together, forming this union with these people and the things that you're going to work on, that it's a lot of serendipity, a lot of good luck coming in to help you along the way. A lot of other people also joining into this energy. That like I'm seeing this funneling of energy towards a goal, towards something, and then like as more people, as this momentum builds up with whatever you're creating, that more people will become attracted to this energy, and that they will come and join you, and then all of you are co-creating together towards this goal. Okay, so it looks really cool. It looks really, really good. The King of Swords here talks about that kind of focus, right? And then you see the butterflies there, talks about transformation. So the King of Swords like talks about this kind of master of focus, of knowing what it is that you're working towards, and then together with these other people, that you guys are working towards, and focusing all of your energies together towards this thing that you're creating. So it looks really, really good. There's a leader that shows up. This may be you, this may be somebody else. It's very likely that it's you, okay? That there's a leader that emerges from, if you're working with a group of people, right? For example, that a leader will emerge from within the group that will help everybody focus on the direction that they want to go in. And that's a good thing, because it's whoever has that vision the clearest in their mind, like whoever is the most clear about the goal of the group or the company, or whatever this may be that we're talking about here. And that person takes the lead, and then it's like sometimes it's easier for things to move when there's one person or there's somebody that takes the lead, right? And then everybody can follow the dominant energy of that person because he or she is so focused that it helps the group move, helps the energy of the company move forward. And I'm seeing that in there, in that King of Swords. A lot of like analysis of the situation, but more like say a lot of times when people analyze things they go pros and cons, right? And then so that splits the energy when you're like looking one way and you're looking another way. And then but this King of Swords person is like very focused on pros, and then so that it moves everything forward in one direction. Okay, that's so cool. All right, so over here we have a number one card, Count Your Blessings, Ghost of the Pumpkin Patch. This talks about, it's very, very similar to the Ace of Pentacles here, where it talks about the beginning of a harvest time where say, you know, other times of the year, and I'm not really sure if this is how pumpkins work, but you know, with most things that you harvest, you know, on a land, right, that you grow on a land, that there's a time for sowing the seeds, there's a time for it to grow, and then it ripens, and then it's harvest time, right? And so this talks about that, where it's that time of harvest where things are beginning, where you can now reap the rewards of the things that you have been spending energy on, time on, research on, growing, that now this is the time where things are going to pop up, and then now you can pick them because they're ripe for the picking, right? And so Count Your Blessings also talks about like right before that happens, because sometimes, you know, with energies and stuff like that, we're not talking about a specific point in time, like, oh, today, right now, it's going to happen right now. It's more like during this time span, there's this energy that's moving in, right? That's why I didn't like, when I looked at the color right here, it wasn't just like the sun and it's just there. It was like I saw the blue sky and then I saw the sun moving in. So there's like a movement of energy, of emergence, right? So during this emerging time, the Count Your Blessings is talking about like before, like, you know, it's coming, you know, the sun is going to rise and shine on you, but right before that, before you see that, count your blessings, stay focused, stay focused on what you're wanting to create, count the pros, right? Leave the cons out of it, and keep your energies focused on your goal, on this thing that you're wanting to create. And then, oh, I wasn't even looking at this, but look, staying focused, hold your course, right? That goes along perfectly with what I was just saying about the King of Swords too, and about the Count Your Blessings. Hold your course, stay focused on your goal, and that sun is gonna rise right out through the night sky and bring the day on. And that's the energy that I'm seeing. And universe is saying you're right on track, and that that shift that you made, that internal shift that you made, your harvest is coming now because of that shift that you made. So whatever you're doing, stay doing it. That shift was perfect, whatever it was that you did. Change of seasons, right? Same message. Whatever was before, something shifted, and now this new thing is coming, and you're like right in the middle of that shift. So stay focused on where you're going. Don't worry about the stuff that's ended, or ending, or is passing, because it's meant to happen. And there are so many good things that are coming for you. So many good things that are coming for you. I forget which message of the day it was. It's one of the daily messages that I did recently, and it talked about being in mid transformation and being kind to yourself. It may have been yesterday's, so you can go check that out if you want. But it was a really nice message about like you're in mid transformation. Be kind to yourself, because like your foundation is not yet stable. So say like the sun has not fully emerged yet. It's still kind of like almost it's like dawn, it's like almost sunrise time, and you're not seeing it yet, stay focused, count your blessings, right? Keep your energies in the right place of where you're going. And that will help stabilize this changing of seasons into your next season that's coming for you. Okay. But like this energy is so good, it's so positive. And then we have the Magician. The Magician talks about, it's another number one card, like this one and this one. Number one, new beginnings, right? And then you also have the Ace of Pentacles right there. The Magician. This particular Magician has a lot of that King of Swords energy right there. Like Magicians generally talks about like, your magic. You're the creator of your universe. You're the creator of your life, right? And that you have all of the tools necessary to manifest what you want into your life. This particular Magician I'm looking at, he's like very science-y, right? Very scientific, like a lot of that analysis energy that I was seeing, and the King of Swords, right, being the leader, and being really curious about this thing that you're creating. And there's a message coming up about like that shift that we were talking about, where something in you changed, right? Take a look at that. Like take a look at the process of what you were thinking and feeling about how you were before, the shift that happened, and how you are now. And recognize that there's something internal that happened that's causing this external change. And then now that you learn that process, you can apply this shift to all the different areas of your life where you're wanting to make change, right? Because once you figure out how to manifest one thing, then you can apply that same process to manifest other different things. And so the Magician card, I feel like, is also talking about like not just manifesting what you're manifesting right now, but also like learning from that process and applying it to other areas that you're wanting to make change, like this. And really coming to learn that it's not really about the external manifestations so much as about that internal process of shifting and then holding steady that energy and then allowing the thing to come, and like finding the joy in that ride and that internal ride, right? Because once you figure out how to do that, that's the magic. That's the whole magic, is that internal stuff, right? And then so here's the external coming in. Here's the Ace of Pentacles, the manifestation, the beginning. It's the magic aspect of using energy, using thought to create your reality is so evident in like just these two cards. I mean, in the whole reading, but like in just these two cards, where it's like you create something internally and then the manifestation comes externally. And then it's almost as if the universe is handing something to you, right? It looks like it's appearing out of the sky, like that sun, like appearing out of the sky. And you're like, it's instead of asking, well, how did that happen? You know how it happened, because you recognize the connection between the internal shift and the external harvest of the thing coming to you. So, but in the eyes of people who are not understanding energy, it feels like magic. It feels like nothing was going on, and then something appeared. But something shifted, like something changed, right? And then now here's the external reward for you, changing your energy, counting your blessings, holding the course of that energy. And then now here's the happiness. And then now here's the manifestation, the external manifestation of the happiness. This is so cool. This is so neat. Another thing that I'm seeing in the Magician is like really honing your skills in terms of recognizing that internal energy, and how all of your thoughts and feelings and it goes beyond this reading right now. Like moving forward, there's going to be more practicing of the honing of the skill of practicing using your thoughts and internal shifts to create reality. Okay, so it goes beyond this reading. But moving forward, there will be more of this happening. And then we have the Four of Swords. I feel like with this Four of Swords, all the swords, which are the thoughts, right, coming into the hands of the tiger, which I'm seeing is like thoughts coming down into the hands so that the hands manifest into the physical reality, kind of like that, right? So that's really perfect. This is also talking about like remember to keep that connection between the physical and the non-physical, meaning like, you know, sometimes when people don't know, say somebody wins the lottery and they don't know how it happened, right? Which so all of this stuff happened, but they're not aware of it, and they get the manifestation. They get the manifestation, they're like, well, I don't know how it happened, it was just luck. And so there's no connection between the non-physical and the physical. It's just all still physical. And so now they're either just spending their money or they're looking for the next win, you know, like gamblers, right? They're looking for the next win on the external, not understanding that it came through all of this other shift and internal shift and stuff. And that this card is talking about like keeping that connection between the internal and the external so that you understand where this came from, and that your focus is still not on the physical outcome of it, but on the internal workings of it, right? On the internal workings of it. Because this card talks about meditation and connecting with the divine. And so keep in mind that as this new windfall or whatever this energy is that's coming in for you, that's going to manifest externally, keep in mind that physical manifestation of it is like an illusion, right? If you're thinking of yourself as spirit in a human body, that yes, you have a human body, but ultimately you're actually more spirit than you are human. And so to enjoy your manifestation, of course, but understand that this came about because of this internal shift, because you were working your magic. And that when you remember that and like not stay too focused on the external, but to remember that this connection, then it'll continue to come and continue to come and continue to come, so that you'll have more and more and more of aces coming in and more pentacles coming in. And like that's what makes it a long-term thing instead of like a one-time deal. Okay. And then at the end you have serendipity. So this is the flow of energy, like allowing that this flow, this momentum that's catching on right now, this wind that's blowing through, you're catching onto it and you're riding it, right? So it's a continual flow of luck, but it's not really luck, like you know what it is, right? It's just kind of like saying magic, but it's not really magic in the sense that you don't know how it happened. You're the magician. It's in your power, like you know exactly how it happened, and you're following this flow of energy and allowing it to take you. Okay. One more thing that they're saying, like we spoke about analysis in the King of Swords and in the Magician, right? This is talking about like, yes, you know, recognize the process, but don't take the fun out of it at the same time. You know, don't make it work, you know, don't make it like, okay, I have to meditate from this time to this time every day, and I have to do all these rituals and processes because that's how this came about. That's how the Ace of Pentacle came about. So I have to keep that ritual and keep that process because I want to keep this going, right? They're saying once the momentum starts and the universe, like you and the universe are on the same harmonic frequency, that you can just ride that ride. I mean, as long as you remember where it came from, you can just ride that ride, and you don't have to be so ritualistic about it. You can just let the flow take you, and don't take the fun out of it. Don't take the fun out of it. Like keep it fun, keep it light. And it's the lightness and the fun that actually is part of the shift that you're going through. Because a lot of people, like when they teach about manifestation, there's all these steps that you have to go through. You have to script things and all these processes and stuff like that. They work, but they work only because your energy shifted. So it's about the energy shift. And so the easier you are about it, the more fun that you have in it, then the bigger the flow gets. Okay. And so there was just one message in there about like, don't take it too seriously and recognize the process, but like, you don't need to make it into a scientific method or anything like that. because yeah, there's just a message about that. So it's not for everybody. I think it's specifically for those people who tend to like make things a little too ritualistic, or like a little too let's make a list about this and write down all the steps of how to do this. So they're saying you don't need to do that. Like, be easier about it and have fun with it. Okay, so let me give you one more look at the whole spread. And this is the color right there. All right, you guys. So that's message from Universe 30. It's so cool. I loved it. I love it. I love it. Let me put this back down. All right. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reading, go ahead and click on the thumbs up and like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe. I will see you next time. Bye.